You have just take a card and read it. Read it to your group.
The front or the back? A classmate notices you are struggling with a math problem and offers you help.
Okay, so toss the pillow to someone. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to toss it, but okay. How will you feel if that happened? Accepted. Okay, good. Okay, you can pass the ball so somebody else can read. Yeah.
You scored the winning point during a game and everyone congratulates you. How would you feel if that happened?
Toss the pillow. Yeah. Okay. Next.
Okay. You overhear a classmate making fun of your best friend.
You don't have to find it. You can, if you know the answer, you can just do it. The pillow is just there for tossing. How are they doing over there? I can.
You raised your hand. How would you feel if you raised your hand and answered the question correctly in science class?
Probably like peaceful.
Peaceful. Wow. Okay. Toss it to somebody.
You were the only one in your class still working on an assignment. Everybody else already finished.
Okay, toss it to somebody who hasn't gone. Yeah.
How would you feel if you forgot to finish your homework and it is due today?
Disappointed. That's a good one. Okay. Let's do two more and then we're going to wrap up. Two more and we'll wrap up.
You come in from recess on a hot day only to find a very long line for the water fountain.
Frustrated, yeah. Okay. One last one.
How would you feel if you earned an A+ on your spelling test? You don't have to look bad. Important.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, we can wrap up now. Let's bring the pillows back, please. Thank you. Okay, get back in your seats. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So how was that for everyone? Was it easy to figure out an emotion or a feeling that went with the scenario? Or was it hard? Easy? Okay. Did someone say, well, that's not how what I would think? Yeah? Exactly, right? Why is that? Because every person is different, right? In the same scenario, one person could feel proud and another person could feel peaceful, or one person could feel frustrated and another person could be like, yeah, right? So feelings and emotions can be different for different people. So why is this all important? Why do we care about being smart about emotions, right? Because it affects our physical health and our mental health. Because when we can understand our own feelings and can manage them, then we're able to control our own stress levels, right? And we know what to do, right? Not every situation can throw us out of the frenzy, like into a frenzy, right? And that in turn helps us also with our feelings of sadness and depression. And then when we can recognize other people's emotions and feelings and care about them, show empathy, it helps us in our places like school and workplace and help us become better leaders. Okay, is that easy to read for everyone? Because I'm gonna have one person read it. Okay, here, come here. Okay, so you're gonna read Emotional intelligence help? Why is it important? Number one, better friendships, and then what it means for you.
Getting along, you can make and keep friends more easily. Caring about others, you notice how people feel and want help. Talking it out, you say how you feel in a kind way and understand others too.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, someone from here. Okay. Okay, you're going to read number 2.
Doing better in school. Staying focused. You can calm down and pay attention in class. Solving problems. You can try new ways when something is hard. Getting good grades. You work better with teachers and classmates.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to do that, right? We all do. Okay, one of you, come here. Okay, number
Staying strong inside, handling tough stuff. You know ways to feel better when you're upset. Feeling good, you worry less and feel happier. Being flexible, you handle changes without getting too upset.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, come on. And the last one?
Understanding feelings. You can tell what you're feeling and why. Nothing triggers. You know what makes you feel mad or sad. Feeling confident, you believe in yourself and feel proud of how you handle emotions.
Okay, thank you guys for being my helpers. So we see a new word here, triggers. What is that? I think the definition is there, but triggers? Yeah.
Get like triggers to upset, if it triggers somebody off.
Yeah. Have we heard of the word hangry before?
Yes.
Yeah. What happens when we're like super tired and we're hungry? Are we just like, I'm fine if mom says go do your homework? Yeah.
You're hungry and you're angry.
Exactly, right? So it's easy for us to feel those big emotions when there are certain triggers, right? It could be, it could be when we're feeling tired, when we're feeling stressed, or it could just be something like, we've had a hard day, and that could be a trigger, right? So it's important to understand our triggers too. But why does emotional intelligence, how can we all put together, and why is this important in Islam too? Not just in our, because as Muslims, we have to kind of think about why are emotions even there? Why did Allah give us emotions? Anybody?
It would be hard if something good happens and you didn't actually feel any joy. You're just
Yeah. Allah gave us emotions and feelings inside of us as clues, as a means of communication, and but how we use them is what matters, right? It allows us to build stronger relationship, manage our challenges. It fulfills our goal with grace, like Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did, right? So it allows us to live out our faith with ihsan. We live our lives with this beautiful patience, with doing things with sincerity and excellence, right? Not only just with the things that we do, but how we interact with other people. Because Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, the best among you are those who have the best character. Okay. So understanding our own emotions, let's talk about that. What are some of the common emotions we feel? Just shout them out.
Anger.
Mm-hmm.
Happy.
Fear.
Sadness.
Sadness. You can just shout it out. Anger. Confused. Yeah. Excited. I don't hear the back room.
Anxious.
Yeah. Surprise. Yeah. Yeah, good job. Yeah, there's so many feelings. Yes, did you have anything to add? Anxious, yes. Yeah. So there's so many feelings, right? Happy, sad, angry. We kind of touched upon those. How do we usually respond with these? How about shy? What do you generally respond with for shyness?
Well, in shyness, you usually you don't you turn your head away and you're really scared.
Yeah. So different people might respond in different ways, right? How about angry? How do we generally respond? How do some people generally respond? Yeah?
We usually make a fuss and
Make a fuss, yeah.
like a tantrum.
Tantrum. What else? Do we throw things? Yell at others? Right? Okay. So then, are any of these bad?
Yeah.
Would you say that these emotions are bad? Are the emotions themselves bad? No. Because even if it's like, let's say somebody's angry because, let's say, like their friend took a toy or something that's very valuable and then without asking and they like broke it, right? Would it be reasonable that the other person got mad about that? Right? Yeah, so there could be like a good reason for somebody to feel, angry. But now if that friend, they realize that and now they go and punch the other friend, is that the right thing to do? No, right? I mean, so it's not necessary that the feelings are bad. It is, remember, they are clues. They tell us about something about ourselves, but it's what we do about them is what matters. So sometimes we do feel really, really big feelings, right? Can we think of, you don't have to share, but can you think of a time when you kind of just like felt a really big feeling? Like either felt really, really sad or just really, really angry that you just, why does my sister keep annoying me? Like, I have 2 daughters, so that's the constant battle. But, right? So we do, but there's a way of handling those emotions, right? What are some ways we can do to handle our big emotions? I mean, we're human beings. We're going to feel these emotions on a daily basis, right? We have triggers. We get hungry. We get tired. So we get stressed out. There's a lot happening in our lives. But there's a way we can manage our emotions. And some of the calming techniques that we can do is, one of them is, the easiest thing is deep breathing. Okay? Self-explanatory, right? But I'm not talking about, when do you get like that? Like that. Yeah.
When you're playing too much.
Yeah, when you're running, yeah. When you cry, yeah, exactly, yes.
Or when you're having a really hard day and you're stressed.
When you're stressed out, yeah. When we are stressed, we naturally just breathe very, very quickly or take shallow breaths. So taking a deep breath, like a really good breath, taking it through your nose, feeling your lungs, letting it out. Okay, can we all try that? Taking a deep breath. Do it. I see some guys smiling there. I want you to practice. Fill your lungs and then letting it out. Okay, right? So taking deep breaths. What are some examples from the Sunnah that we can think of, like for anger? What have we learned from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? Okay, yeah, so changing in position, right? Sit down, sit down if you're standing, lie down if you're sitting, yes?
If you're mad or sad, wash your face and
Yeah, very good, right? Making wudu or praying salah, doing some dhikr, right? And say a'udhu billah, right? That, because when we're angry, when we're frustrated, shaitan keeps bothering us, right? So those are some of our deen has taught us many ways of handling those big feelings. Another is visualization. Visualization is just where you can either just in your own mind's eye, or you can, if you like to draw, you can draw it out, where you take a moment to yourself and you think of a place that makes you feel happy or safe. It could be outside, in a park or something. It could be your own room. It could be your grandma's house. Whatever it is that makes you feel happy. And you think about it. What are you seeing? What are you doing? Because when we do that, that practice is going to slowly calm your nervous system down. Okay? And instead of feeling stressed and like that, you're going to start cooling down. Because what happens when we have to, like, we think we have one brain, right? We technically, yes, we have one brain, but there are parts of it. There is an emotion component to it, and there's a thinking component to it, right? So when we are angry or really sad or something, do we think straight? Have you noticed that? Or do we kind of just lash out and do other things, right? From our experience, right? Do we say things that sometimes we regret, right? When we're really, really angry? Because our thinking brain is not working at that time. It's our emotional brain. So when we do these types of exercises, it allows our emotional brain to calm down and then our thinking brain to come up. Okay? These are some of the things that are available that you can even print out and kind of keep in your binder or in your room. So it helps you remember that when you're upset or worried, it's okay to feel those things, but there is a way to deal with it. You don't have to feel like, oh my God, why did I get angry and I'm such a bad kid? No, nobody's bad for feeling a certain way. Remember, it's what you do with it. It's your behavior. That's what matters. And there are so many different ways we can control that behavior. Okay? So we talked about self-awareness, and we were talking about self-regulation. Regulation is how do we manage those emotions. And now we're going to talk about taking all this information and we're going to put it into an activity. So we're going to pass out these. This is called a feelings thermometer, okay? So we're going to pass this out for each kid. Parents are welcome to do it if they want. What you're going to do is the bottom of the think about a thermometer, right? When it rises, what happens? What? Is the temperature high or low at top? High, right? Where things are like kind of really hot and crazy. And at the bottom, things are kind of smooth and relaxed, right? So that's how you're going to write down your feelings. What is at the bottom for you? Is it calm? Is it happy, relaxed? What is on top? Angry, frustrated? What is on top? So I'll give you an example. It should look like this. Okay? So we're going to draw that out. In one column, you have what does it feel like? So when you're angry, what does it feel like in your body? I want volunteers and parents to help the children, please. Any children? Any child? Huh? You don't have to draw it. You can just do it. Yeah, so you're going to fill it out. You have colors? There should be colors. Okay. So the emotions will go on this. Look, I'll give you an example. Kind of like this. Okay? And on one side, you're going to write what does it feel like in your body? Like when you're relaxed, how does it feel? Oops. And then what should you do? We kind of talked about how to manage our emotions. So then what can we do? Oh, here's extra crayons. And there's color pencils. Here, Hanya. Okay. We're going to have like actually, this is, so I'll go back to can we pass out the feelings chart? The feelings wheel? Yeah, so it'll help them write it out too. Teeny, take some and pass it. Use the feelings wheel to help you find the right words that kind of relevant to you. Example. Oh. Okay. You don't have to copy this exact thing. You're just doing what's working for you. This is. So after this, we can take a break. Whenever they're done, we can take a break. Yeah. This is the activity prior to the break, so inshallah. Other half, we're going to do some skits and, yeah. So.
not like a presentation?
It is it's going to be on empathy and active listening. So that's going to be the part of. So I'll need this still.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Great, yeah,
Oh,
of course.
alhamdulillah. Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. Should I take this out? I don't know. Should I take this out? It keeps coming.
The live stream and then we
Yeah.
start it again.
Okay. Okay.